Hello and good day, everyone. My name is Jed Harper from BSCS. Today we will tackle my reflection on Christian morality, and it really hit home for me. I'm 20, I'm deep into my studies, but I've also been a born-again Christian since I was a little kid. Sometimes it feels like my life is split between textbooks and the church, but honestly, they connect more than people think. My faith is the foundation, the actual structure that holds my whole life together. It's what gives everything else a purpose. The foundation of the program. Let's look at where our values come from. The quiz talks about the Bible and the love of God as the sources of how we should live. I see this as the inner workings of a person. Most people just see the outside, the way you talk or the things you do, but the real work happens deep inside where no one sees. Just like I look for the root cause of a problem when something isn't working, my faith teaches me to look at my heart. Morality isn't just about following a checklist of do's and don'ts, or just obeying rules to stay out of trouble. It's about a real connection with God. Being a drummer in the music ministry since I was young taught me that rhythm isn't just about hitting a drum, it's about listening and staying in sync with the rest of the band. In the same way, living a good life is just staying in rhythm with the Creator. If you lose that beat, everything starts to feel off. Cleaning up the soul. Then we have the topic of sin. The quiz defines it as disobedience to God. In my daily life, I've seen how one small mistake, something you think doesn't matter, can eventually break the whole flow of your day. Sin is like that. It breaks the connection. It stops you from being the person you were meant to be. But the steps in confession give us a way back. It starts with contrition, which is just that moment you realize you messed up and you're genuinely sorry. Then confession, where you actually name what happened. And finally, absolution, which is like a fresh start. As a born-again Christian, I've learned that God's grace is like a total refresh. It doesn't just hide the mistakes, it gives us the strength to start over with a clean slate and a better way of thinking. The harmony of service. Then there are the sacraments of service. For me, this is exactly what the music ministry is all about. Service is about giving your best to something much bigger than yourself. When I'm sitting behind the drums, I'm providing the heartbeat for the whole church. I'm not there to be the star, I'm there to be a sign of my commitment. Think of it like the engine of a car. You don't always see it, but it's what allows the whole thing to move forward. The drums provide that steady ground so the melody can really reach people. Serving in the ministry is how I show respect to my family, my community, and God. It's about being the support that lets everyone else shine. Final execution. So, how do I actually live this out as a student every day? First, it's about integrity. Being honest in my schoolwork, even when it's hard and I'm tempted to take the easy way out. Second, it's service through skill. I want to use what I'm learning to actually help people, especially those who struggle with the world we live in today. And third, consistency. I have to make sure that the guy playing the drums on Sunday is the same guy sitting in the classroom on Monday. Just like I look for the root cause of a problem when something isn't working, my faith teaches me to look at my heart. Morality isn't just about following a checklist of do's and don'ts, or just obeying rules to stay out of trouble. It's about a real connection with God. Being a drummer in the music ministry since I was young taught me that rhythm isn't just about hitting a drum, it's about listening and staying in sync with the rest of the band. In the same way, living a good life is just staying in rhythm with the Creator. If you lose that beat, everything starts to feel off. Faith isn't just a piece of paper or a lesson to memorize. It's a living thing that needs work every single day. This quiz is just a reminder that while I'm learning the ways of the world and technology, the language of the Spirit is what truly guides my life. That's the path I'm choosing to follow.